Good morning. Good morning. How you guys doing today? Hopefully everybody's doing well. Back with another video, and I'm bringing this video up because I have seen several news articles as well as a news report regarding seniors who are having their Social Security as well as veterans who are having their VA direct deposits hacked. And it's pretty easy when it explained in the news and in the articles of how they're doing this. Okay. And it's usually people who are in their mid 40s and up who don't have email, who don't regularly check their accounts to make sure that nothing has happened. Um, there will be someone or something that they've done to give access to their direct deposit with VA or their direct deposit with Social Security. And these people will go in and change where their direct deposit, the bank account information, the email, so they never get the email. And they are unaware of it until the deposit happens. They don't know why they haven't been deposited the money. They'll call either Social Security or VA. The money has been deposited into an account and they don't understand. So I want to ask you guys, or excuse me, talk to you guys about that, because the question would be, how often do you check your direct deposit? See, one of the first things that I do every morning is check emails. I'm accustomed to checking emails. What's up, Warrior? How you doing? I'm accustomed to checking my emails every morning, right? That's like one of the first things that I do. And one of the things I will say when it comes to VA and Social Security, they will send you an email when there is a change. However, most seniors are not that tech savvy. Most don't have emails. Most don't even have, accounts set up to where they have access to Ebenefits or my Social Security accounts. And in which case, someone can take their information, go to my Social Security and set up as if they're them and change their direct deposit information. That's how easy it is. And the only thing the Social Security is going to do at that point is send you an email confirming your email and confirming that you actually changed it. Well, if you don't check your emails, if you never set up an email, you never set up a My Social Security account, you would never know this. And so there are people out there taking advantage of people who don't have emails, who don't check emails, and having their direct deposit sent to a different bank account. So that's why I'm coming on, man, to ask you guys, hey, just check it. Go to Ebenefits every now and again and check to make sure that your money is still going to the correct bank account, that your email has not been changed to an email you don't recognize, that my Social Security account is still the same. Like, you still get notifications. Your email is still the same. You haven't went in and changed your address or any of that stuff. And it's really not that hard when you think about how easy it is for someone to get your info, because if you go to a public library and say, for whatever reason, you want to check e-benefits in a public library, a lot of times on these computers, they have it set up to where information is automatically saved, like a password. Sometimes systems will ask, do you want to say this password? Or sometimes they've already been pre-saved or pre-programmed to save whatever password they put in. So you have to be careful when you're going to different locations and you're giving people access to your accounts. You want to make sure that right after you do it, you go home and you change your password. You change your password and you change the symbol that you used before when accessing Ebenefits. With my Social Security is a little bit different, because they're going to send you a code to your actual phone number. Okay. If all of a sudden you get this code sent to your phone number that you never asked for, then someone has hacked your account. Someone has access to your account. You need to go and change all your passwords at that point. Okay. Because people have your information. Now, I'm going to bring up something that a lot of people never think about. And I kind of tell people about this, like when they're coming here and they're signing up for services. When you sign up for services, normally with these third parties, right? You have to give them access to Ebenefits, and you're gonna have to get them access so they can print out your disabilities and print out your medical list to My Healthy Vet. Immediately after you do that, change your password. That way you don't have to worry about somebody going behind you, going in Ebenefits, changing your bank account information, changing your email, and all of that. I don't care who it is. Never take the chance of you accessing your information and leaving it open for someone else to possibly go in and change something that's going to hurt you when it comes time for you to get your direct deposit. All right. I can't tell you how many articles, and you can Google this and see this for yourself, how many seniors get screwed up because they don't have email. They never knew this happened. They didn't even know it was possible for it to happen because they've been receiving their Social Security the same way for many years. It doesn't take anything for somebody to go in, change your info, change their email address, and you never know until it's time to get paid and you don't get that direct deposit. Now you're like, well, what the hell happened? That's what happens. So be careful, guys, what you put out there. Be careful where you're logging in your information, even if you're at like a mall, okay? Because, you know, here in Medellin, there's a lot of free Wi-Fi in the parks. Most of the malls have free Wi-Fi. You don't know what kind of virus or malware they could have attached to that Wi-Fi. So every time you click a stroke, they see every stroke that you're clicking. Okay, hackers can see everything. So you have to be careful what you're logging on to, where you're putting your information, especially something sensitive as you being paid. You do not want to take those chances and come the first of the month, you don't get paid, and you can't get paid for another 2 weeks to after they recover the money and then resend it to your account. All right. You know, I hate to see it and stuff like that. And I was watching it this morning on the news. You know, it really caused a lot of heartache for this family, man, because they depend on their money every month to pay their bills like most people do. And when they didn't get paid and they didn't understand why, and they called and asked, and Social Security is like, well, yeah, we sent you the payment just like we normally do. We sent it to your account that you have on file. And then come to find out, the lady was like, hey, you know, you just changed your account last week. They're like, I never changed my account. And she's like, well, we sent you an email. I don't have email. This is why I'm telling you guys, man, check your stuff. Be careful where you put it. Be careful who you give it to. Be careful throwing out mail. That was one person who got a letter from the VA. It was some benign letter. And you know, the VA always puts your Social Security number. Your file number is your Social Security number. So they had their address, their date of birth, their file number, and they were able to open an account, bank accounts, with this person's information without them knowing. They never knew they had all these other accounts out there and credit cards that somebody was getting, right, under their name because they threw their mail out. I always rip up whatever I get into small pieces. I mean, if you got a paper shredder, that's even better. But never take the chance, man. People are always looking for a way to get the advantage, to take advantage of people. And if they can steal something from you, they get the opportunity. They desperate enough, they're going to steal it. They're going to take what they can take. So be careful out there, guys. You know, this is nothing to play around with when you're talking about your livelihood. If you don't have an email to check your My Social Security account, I suggest you set up one. If you're not real tech savvy, get with somebody you trust to help you set this stuff up so you can at least monitor what is going on. The one thing about the government, they will always send out some kind of alert, either through mail or through email, and let you know when there has been a change. Those of you who have been on Ebenefits, you know this. Anytime you make a change, address, phone number, or whatever, they're going to send an email to whatever email address you have on file. And you know right away when something is going on. The same with Social Security. You change something on your Social Security account, they're going to send you an email letting you know, hey, you made this change. If you didn't make this change, you need to call us right away so we can go ahead and fix whatever this problem is or whoever hacked your account. Okay. So I just wanted to come on this morning, man, to talk about that real quick. For those of you who don't have email, for those of you who never check your Ebenefits direct deposit account, or you never check your My Social Security account, those are things you want to check, man, to make sure you haven't been hacked, that nothing has changed from the original way you put it in there. Because it's going to be a very unpleasant day. You wake up that morning, you're supposed to have your deposit, you don't have it, and now you got to go through a bunch of red tape to try to get everything set back the way it was. So that's all I'm saying, man, this morning is, from watching the news and seeing those different articles, you guys got to be careful where you put your information or what sites you're logging on to and giving out your information, even throwing out your mail. You have to be careful now, because we're in the tech age where any little thing people can learn about you, they can take and create something you never knew anything about. Now, other than that, guys, does anyone have any questions this morning before I get off here, dude? I just wanted to come on and talk about that real quick. Tomorrow, we're going to do Roll Call Tuesday on time. I'm not going anywhere this time. I will be at home or I will be in the area, so I'll be able to get back within a reasonable time to have Roll Call Tuesday. I had a couple of you guys ask about that on a previous roll call that we did. What happened, yada, yada, yada. And I made that little video trying to explain it. But this week, definitely going to have it tomorrow. Now, does anyone have any questions at this point when it comes to checking your either Ebenefits direct deposit or checking your Social Security, My Social Security account and the emails? Because make sure you guys check that stuff, man. Real talk. Make sure you check it. Make sure there's been no changes. Make sure somebody hasn't hacked your account and they got your money going somewhere else you're not aware of. Or they came in and set up something where partial payments are going here and partial payments are going there. That's all I'm saying, man, is to make sure you check, because thieves are looking for any way they can to take advantage of whatever situation they can. Tomorrow is going to be the same time, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time for Roll Call Tuesday. And I'm getting tons of messages. It's going to be the same time tomorrow, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. What up, Love and Freedom? I check mine like clockwork. Yeah, you have to, bro. Like I said, I check my emails every morning to make sure I don't have anything strange coming across that says, hey, this is what you changed. If you didn't change it, call us, because I'm sure any of you who've gone and done anything on these accounts that I'm talking about, you have gotten that email that says you changed this. And if you didn't change it, you need to contact them immediately, because for some of you who are not aware, they send out Social Security and VA payments about a week before they get ready to pay them. Matter of fact, if you are on Navy Federal, USAA, what's the other one? Pentagon Federal. If you go to your bank account right now and you see future deposits, you will see your direct deposit already. You will see what day your direct deposit is coming in, because that money has already been sent out. But if there's a problem, you don't want to wait to that day of to say, hey, I didn't get my direct deposit. You want to contact them now, because they can fix whatever the problem is now, instead of waiting until the day of to go back and say, hey, man, I wasn't aware. I didn't know. It's going to take anywhere from a week to 10 days before we can send you the money. This is why you always want to check to make sure your account is squared away. All right. What else we got here? I fall hard for my little change, and you have to be good to get it. Believe me, dude, there's people out there trying. If you give them the opportunity, they will try. They will definitely try to take. And like I said, be careful what you throw out. You want to destroy all your mail, especially coming from VA and Social Security, because you guys know they will throw your Social Security number all over that letter, your date of birth, all your info basically is in those letters. Even when they send you something really benign and saying your name, your account number, your date of birth, all your phone number, everything is usually in those letters. You want to take those letters, man, and rip them up into as many small pieces, or get you a paper shredder and run it through that, so people will have a much difficult time trying to put those pieces of paper back together. That is real talk, man, because you know they're just verifying that it's you. It's not that I'm saying that they're doing that on purpose. They're just verifying that it's you. But you want to be careful, man. Just throwing out trash, because people will go through it. They got your info. Next thing you know, you got credit cards and bank accounts you didn't even know you had. You like, I've never had no account with these people, and you fighting stuff you were unaware of. So you just made me think twice about cutting it up. I thought I was going to purchase a shredder today. Bro, I'm telling y'all, man, if y'all take the time, man, and read some of these things that happen to seniors, because I'm getting up in age now. I'm on what is it, AARP's news list, and they had this thing, man, this morning I was reading, where all these people are having all these issues, man, with people, and some of it is family members. They got some family members, man, that go in and hack their accounts, and they got direct deposits going to their accounts. Now, the thing about it is, it's going to leave a paper trail. It's not like they can't find out who it is, but when it happens, it causes a lot of issues, because now you got people who have been relying on this money to come every month, didn't get their payment, and they don't know why. It wasn't like they got a letter saying we're going to cut you off, and they knew they weren't going to get it. You got a young family member that's gone in and sent your whole direct deposit to some bank account they got. They in some other state, living high. You at home wondering how the hell you going to pay all your bills. So you got to be careful. They dumpster dive here in the area all the time. Yes, I'm telling you, man, any advantage people can take, they're going to take it. Unfortunately, though, sometimes it's family. Sometimes it's your family, man, that will screw you over out of desperation. Get your information and open up a bank account. I had someone use my social to open up an account to get electricity. Right? They didn't have even enough credit, man, to get their own account without having to pay a deposit. So they ended up giving them my social security number, opening an account, and then didn't pay the bill. And I happened to look on my credit one day, and I see this APS $50, and they couldn't pay $50, bro. I see APS $50. I'm like, APS $50? What the hell is this? I call these people up, Brad, and they're like, yeah, you didn't pay your bill for the last, 3 or 4 months. I said, pay my bill? What bill? They're like, well, you have this account open on blah, blah, blah. I said, no, I did not. And this happened when I was in the DR. And I'm not even in the States. I'm not even familiar with this address. And they did some checking and whatnot, and come to find out, it was a family member that had my social, that had my old address, and they were able to open their account, man. So I'm telling y'all, bro, you have to be careful, man. What you put, even at home, in your own house, and you got people coming in your house, you got to be careful what you leave out. Yes, it's not just for us benefit, for our benefit, I guess you're saying. Many times it's for fraud, new account, criminal activity. Yes, you have to check it. Thanks for reminding me today, bro. We appreciate it. Hey, no problem, man. Like I said, bro, these are little things we never think about, but I'm thinking more about the seniors who don't have emails, who don't know anything about Ebenefits, who don't know anything about my Social Security account, where someone can open these accounts in their name and never knew that they even existed. And at any point, they can take it and change their information, and they're totally unaware of it. Totally unaware. It's unfortunate, but it does happen. All right, guys. So, hey, that's going to be it for today, man. Hey, I appreciate everybody watching as always. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys tomorrow night for Roll Call Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. All right, guys. So until then, I am out. Peace. You all enjoy the rest of your day.